everyone. How are you today? Take a nice, comfortable chair. Seat, chair. Oh, it's going to be one of those yoga classes, you guys, you people. I'm trying to get rid of you guys in my vocabulary. You folks. So, disclaimer, only do what feels right to you. And don't forget to use your breath, okay? So, I want to get a little better lighting going on here. So close your eyes for just a moment and take note of your breath. Take note of what's going on with you today. And are you, well, here, let me rephrase it. How's your posture? And today's class, I want to do it on feeling centered, right? We all want to feel centered. So put that description, whatever it means to you, into your brain, into your heart. What does it mean to be centered? And then go back to your breath. Okay. So your knees are right underneath your ankles, right? You're not cross-legged right now. You're again checking your posture. And let's just start moving our neck. Okay, so look to the this way, which I believe is your left. Okay. And then look the other way. And then come back to center and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then come on back up and then drop to the other side. And, and again, and always notice what's going on. And then while you're on that right side, take your gaze now. So you're going to take your nose and kind of draw it down towards your knee. You might get a little bit of a different stretch. And then drop your chin down to your chest and just gently roll over to the other side. So again, your nose is now looking over towards the left side of your knee. You're kind of looking down. And then bring your nose back up to me, like looking at me. So your ears drop down. And then come on back to center. Okay, let's roll. Actually, bring your shoulders up. Drop them down. And bring your shoulders up. And drop them down. And bring your shoulders up and just drop away all the tension, right? All right, now let's roll our shoulders. Shoulder blades up and back and around. And we like to do things slowly. So really rotating around. Just opening up that whole area. Okay, and then let's go in the other direction. And if you want to bring your hands to your shoulders, that's fine too. I kind of like doing this. I don't know, it's kind of a Clint Eastwood, isn't it? Or is it a John Wayne stance? Where he always had his hands out, roll around, and then come on back down. Okay, so bring your arms out to a T. Can you do that? And then look over to your left. This is a little different. And then look center. And then look to your right. Yep. This is going to really mess me up because that is my left side. Come back to center. Now bring your palms up to the sky. Can you keep holding up? Do you feel the opening along your chest? Can you look over to your left? Come on back to center. Then come on back. All right. And then come on back down. All right. All right, let's crisscross. Can we bring our arms back out again? So just cross them over, nice and slow, nothing fast, nothing fast. Just notice it. See, I'm bringing one arm and then the opposite arm comes over. So be aware of that, okay? Keep going. We're warming up that top and then come on down. All right, so let's inhale our arms up, right? And then exhale it down. So let's get the breath involved. I don't usually get the breath. I forget, okay? Honestly, full transparency, I forget the breath. And I'm hoping that you're doing it. I'm going to get better at it in the future. Inhale up. And then exhale one more time down. Relax those shoulders down. Okay, so take your left arm up. And then can you arch over? So you're holding onto your side, but not leaning so much. You're keeping that left hip down, but feeling a good stretch. And then come on back up and then bring that arm down. And then kind of notice what's going on. Did you get a little compression? And does it feel a little warm over here? Okay. Inhale up and then you exhale when you go over. And obviously you keep breathing while we're holding these poses and while I'm giving you. But just take some nice inhales and exhales, being aware of when you do that, you might feel a little bit more of a stretch. And then come on back down and just pause. And again, notice if anything's going on over here. Good things, I hope. Okay, so bring your arms up into cactus. Okay, and then we're going to twist to the right. Okay, really twist. And then come on back to center. Trying to keep your pelvis somewhat, towards me. And then come on back to center. This is kind of the washing machine, but we're doing it nice and slow. And then go the other way. And then come on back. And then go this way. And come on back. All right, now we're going to do the dryer. So move your hands in one direction. This is going to be an ongoing theme. Not only are we going to get centered today, we're going to get clean. Okay. And then go backwards with your hands. Okay. Getting those hands going. Okay. So let's do our fingers. We'll do our fingers, playing the piano. And you can do this slow. I'm just doing it fast. I don't mean to. Rotate your wrist in. Relax your shoulders down. So don't get tense while you're doing this, okay? And then go out. So you're really focusing on opening up that whole wrist area. And then let's go this way with our wrist. And then let's go this way with our wrist. Okay, you know what's coming, I think. Make a figure eight. Can you make a figure eight? And it really doesn't matter if you don't, just moving it and go in reverse. It's just nice to focus your mind on a little bit of movement, on the movement itself. Okay. All right, let's come a little bit to the edge and just kind of lift one leg, then the other. Our little marches, just starting to warm up the lower part. I might be going a little too fast for you. I apologize. I drank some caffeine before I came to class. So you go at your own pace, okay? So marching out, marching up, marching up, marching down. All right, up and down, okay? Okay, we're going to do our T again. I'm taking you all over the place. Arms out to a T, okay? So bring the left palm up. So the right one's staying down, and then switch. Okay, hopefully this is okay for you. There might be some new sensations that you might be feeling. Okay, so we're just moving around, kind of getting into I believe, the elbow joint. And then one more time, and come on down. And rest. Okay, so take your left, you're still on kind of the edge of your seat. We don't want you to fall off, okay? Lift the left leg up and just circle around one hip. Okay, so we're getting into the hip now. And it's easy to start collapsing. See if you can bring that spine a little bit elongated. Okay, rotate around. I know this one's a little difficult, I have to admit, because you do tend to want to slouch around, okay? And then come on back down and just pause. Okay, let's do the other side. And again, just try and, we're working our core a little bit here, I can tell, okay? I think you can feel that. So rotating around, and it's not a big circle. And if you need to bring your toes down, that's okay. Rotate it around the other way. Don't forget to keep breathing. All right, and then come on down. Okay, so you know your waist is here, right? We want to get down here to where our hips, like kind of where our upper legs meet our upper body, okay? So you may want to touch there and just lean forward, just so you know, because we don't, again, that slouching, I'm hopefully getting you out of that habit. So lean forward at those hips, okay? And now just do little tiny circles. So you're just moving your upper body at the hips. Okay, so you're going over on one sit bone and then the other. Oh, I used an S, so Siri is talking to me. Going around and then go around the other way. All right, getting that center of the body going around. Okay, and then come on back to center. Okay, now we kind of moved around. We did this way. So let's now I am going to tell you to kind of slouch, but do a cat. So you're concaving your belly, and then bring it's your belly. It's really your diaphragm area, I believe, and then come forward. So maybe inhale when you come forward into cat, and then exhale when you come forward into cow. And so one of the cues, so inhale again, you want to feel like your belly button going back towards your spine, and then come forward. And what that does, it really engages around your core, so that when you are standing or using any kind of those muscles down there, it's your power center. One more time into cow. And it's also nice to be aware of it. Okay. All right. We did knee up and circle. All right. Let's do it. Let's do a little bit of cross. So take your left arm and just reach it across your body, and then pull it back like you're pulling a lever. And then reach it across, and then pull it back. Okay. So you may feel this on the lower back a little bit, and hopefully it's okay. And we're bringing that shoulder blade back towards the other one. Okay, and then bring it down. We want to keep those muscles and whatnot, tendons going. So other way, a little bit more. I think a lot of you may know, when you have back issues, this is one of the hardest things, the lower back issues, is reaching across your body and then bringing it through. So if you do have any back issues, please be careful doing this one. But we're now getting kind of the lats going, with the lats, which are right below your armpits. All right. Okay. So now let's reach up. Can we reach up like we're climbing a ladder? So then one arm up and then another. So now we are feeling the stretch of the lats. And yes, you can be moving from one sit bone to the other, but you're really stretching up like you're grabbing something. And if your arms are here, that's all right. Make an attempt. You're climbing up the ladder. Maybe that's how you climb up your ladder. Probably most people do anyway. It's climbing up. One more time, really getting up, and then come on down. Okay. So we are going to do the toe tap. So start tapping your toes. And I'm using my hands. too, is just an extra, and you can certainly do this with me. It's just kind of like dun 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 dun. Okay, we're tapping our toes. Now tap them right, left, right. Like, we're just kind of doing a dance. Now, again, you don't have to do the hand thing, but do you feel, and you could be going slow, can you feel the top of your feet really working and the ankle? Yeah, when we're getting into the shins a little bit. Okay, now come up on your toes and just tap, 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 tap. And again, you can do your hands if you want. So now we're sending good vibrations, good energies up into our body, right? Watch your posture, right? Okay, now tap left, right. We're kind of doing a twist, okay? As a matter of fact, this is a twist. Now, can you notice that your Achilles tendon, again, you can be going slow. I told you I drank caffeine ahead of time, so go at your own pace. But can you feel your Achilles tendon really working here? Okay, now, okay, so you're going to come up on your heels, move them to the right, and then bring your toes with you. Okay, so now you're kind of on an angle, and then bring the toes over this way, and then bring your heels over. And then one more side this way. So we're going to heel, or toes, heel, right? And now you go heel, toe of this hip foot, and then bring them in. So now it's heel. Did I make any sense there? I think you get the idea of getting that going. All right. All right. We just did the waving. So let's continue with our feet. So bring the left heel out to the floor. So here's the toe, right? Now let's rotate it around. We just did so much work with that lower extremity. Let's kind of give it a little bit more love and then rotate it around the other side. And then come on back. And then right heel goes out and just rotate it around so that we're getting up into that shin, calf area. Rotate it around the other way. That feels so good, doesn't it? It really does, to get some blood flow down there. Okay, here we go with waving. Now we were doing this. So now so your knees and your hands are going to the left and then right. So you may want to come a little, however you want. Okay, just going nice and slow. It's kind of, I believe they call this one a windshield wiper too. And you can have your hands however you want. You don't have to use your hands. You don't have to use your knees if it doesn't work for you, okay? So we're doing this, right? Now, can you do the opposite? So bring that, little bit of opposite stuff. I am going to be taking a course. I just got on basically as we get older, how yoga helps. And one of the main things that helps with, again, connecting, according to this really great yogi therapist, is the mind connection to how your muscles move. So doing anything like this that is opposite, okay, so now we go out and in, thinking about how to moving the muscles. It's the neurons going to the tissues that move the muscles. I think I'm getting this right. Sorry if I'm getting a little technical, but doing stuff like a little different, like dances and whatnot. Okay, now we go. Now, see, I'm getting wrong. Okay, so knees in, fingers in. Okay, I think you grasped what I was saying there. If not, I'd really like somebody to comment or write me or something, because I'd like to know how you like these classes, since this is the last one of this series. Boo. Okay, come on down. How do you feel? Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, I told you this is the theme is clean today. So arms up into cactus again. Twist to your right, nice and slowly. Twist to your left. So twist, just going side to side at your own pace. You don't have to, you can bring your hands to your shoulders if you want. Twists are tonics for the vertebrae, right? And then come on back to center, meaning that it's lubricating the spine. Okay, we're spinning the ball. We're getting clean. I'm telling you, this is a theme today. Okay, roll forward and roll back. At least you can't do a figure 8 doing this. All right. Shall we do a sun salutation? My favorite part. Okay. So inhale your arms way up. Okay. Exhale your hands down into cactus. Bring your hands down to your thighs. And then remember, if you're going to do this part, you're folding forward at your hips. Okay. And you can bring your hands down however far you want. Bring your left arm up. And then come on back down. And then the other arm comes up. And come on back down. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come on back up to seated position. All right, adding on. Inhale your arms up. Exhale them down into cactus, right? Bring your hands down to your thighs. Now you're going to fold forward. Okay, feel that nice stretch. Your feet are really grounded on the earth. Maybe twist around. You don't have to reach the left arm up. You can even just twist a little bit on your shoulder. And then come on back around. Maybe lift the other arm up. And then come on up. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come on back up. Okay, reach the left arm up. And then lift the right knee up. How's that? And then come on down, and then the other side, opposite, and just hold it up. And if you come off just a smidgen off the floor, that's great. Okay, let's do it again. Maybe add on. Inhale your arms up. Exhale down into pigeon. Hands down by your thighs. Slide them down however far you want to go. Maybe twist around on the right arm. I have to think that's left arm, excuse me. I have to get it right. And then come on back around. We all have brain blips and it's okay. And then slowly come on back around. Slide yourself nice and slowly back up. Okay, this time right arm goes up and left knee goes up. Can you hold it up there? And then come on back down. And then other side comes up. And then come on back down. As a matter of fact, let's do that again. So just kind of getting the bird dog going on. Now and we're just slowly going back and forth, okay? You can certainly kick your leg out. It's your class, okay? So you lift it up as far as you want, okay? And notice if you're slumping, you want to sit up a little bit, okay? Working here. One more side. Let's do it one more time. Up and down, and inhale up and exhale down. How do you feel? You sweating? I am, because it's pretty hot out today. Okay, so we're going to do a seated pigeon. You can cross your leg over like this, or you can bring your leg up. This is well, you know which knee it is. And it's over the top of your knee, okay? This might be enough. Okay, some of us sit like this sometimes, okay? And I think you automatically, it's kind of nice to feel this stretch in that hip. Now again, from down by your hips, if you want to lean a little forward and feel a little bit more of the stretch. And as we all know, it's not about pulling or yanking or going fast. It's just about feeling, and they use this terminology, the edge. And the edge is kind of like the idea of where you feel that initial stretch. And that's where you stop. And then if you hold a pose, you might feel yourself going down a little bit more in time. If it's feeling all right, okay? It's a good stretch. And then slowly come on up. And then uncross your leg, however you need to do that. And then let's cross the other one over, okay? Oh, yeah. And then, it's always nice to know which side is a little tighter than the other, because it always reminds me if I'm sitting I'm favoring one side. So I want to be a little bit more aware of how I'm sitting so that there's no pain in the future. All right, and then come on up and bring that foot down. Okay, one more arm move. Okay, let's do another brain thing. So left arm up, thumb up. Okay, now we're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reach back. Feel that stretch. Starting with the pinky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring it down. Let's do the other side. Thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch back. Starting with the pinky, going back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. Pause. Other side. Thumb up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch it back. Pinky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay. Thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Are you feeling centered? Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of fun here. Actually, let's do a quick low lunge. I like doing low lunges because it's that hip flexor. Okay, so widen your legs, okay, and we're going to bring our legs over to, I believe it's your right, and hopefully you can feel a little bit of a stretch, you know, right where I've been talking about, where your upper body meets your lower body, that part, okay? And you can certainly do this. And let's come into warrior 2. It's kind of a warrior 2, okay? And you can be arms in the T. You can even have one arm down. You can have one arm up. And if you do have your arm up, actually, let's do a reverse warrior. So take this hand, bring it down to your chair. The other palm goes up to the sky, and then you reverse it. All right. Feeling a good stretch, holding onto your chair, and then come on back up, come on back down, and then just come to center. Okay. Other side. So we're going to move around and start by feeling kind of a stretch down there. That's really, man, those things get so tight, right? And then you're twisting towards me, and you can bring your arms out to warrior 2 if you want. Okay. And take a nice big inhale and exhale. Maybe bring that back arm, come into a reverse warrior. You might, if you're doing this, you might feel it in the back of your arm, getting a good stretch. And then come on back around. Come on back to center. And do you feel centered? Okay. All right. So we're going to come into standing. And I hope I have been teaching you well. So I'm going to I want you to lean forward and really be conscious, because one of the main things that we have to keep as we stay, as we're getting nice and strong here, somebody texted me, and that always just throws me off, okay? We want to keep our quadriceps strong. So instead of getting used to using momentum, let's try and lean forward and use our quadriceps, okay? So lean forward and come into that chair position. And yeah, this might be a little funky, right? And then come on down. Okay, so are you getting used to using your quadriceps instead of trying to use the momentum? You may still have a little bit of have to do the momentum thing, but let's focus on getting nice and strong. Okay, so come on up into that chair pose, nice and strong. And then come on back down. Okay, you want to try something? So if you're getting really good, getting really strong, we're going to do that dryer thing. So you're going to stand up doing the dryer, coming into chair, and then you're going to reverse it when you come back down, okay? So let's do the dryer. It's kind of like doing the monster mash, I think, right, or something. And then come on back down. Woo! And let's go one more time. Come on up. Using those quadriceps, right? And then slowly, slowly, slowly come on back down. And pause. Yes. Okay. You ready to come up? So lean forward, stand forward, and use the quads and come on all the way up. Okay. Coming around to the back of your chair. Okay, make sure you come around, back of your chair. Come up on your toes, back on your heels, up on your toes, back on your heels. Feeling the bottoms of your feet. The communication there, again, that whole mind-body thing, you want to know that you can balance, right? Okay, so come around to the side, and it really doesn't matter which foot comes forward, okay? So bring a foot forward as long as you're holding, and you can point and flex, and point and flex, okay? Point and flex, point and flex, and then come on down. Okay, now bring the other foot forward, and you're going to point and flex, and, you know, keep the posture there, point and flex, point and flex. All right, come on back. Okay, stand centered. Maybe let go for a moment and notice your posture. Notice your feet into the earth, okay? Now let's lift a knee up. Okay, hold it up as high as you can just for a moment, getting nice and strong. Again, we want to get nice and strong on our legs so that we can balance, amongst other things. And then come on down. And then lift the other leg. Yahoo! Come on down. And come on down. How'd that feel? Okay. Oh, yeah. And then bend knee up. Okay, tightrope. So bring one foot in front of the other. Okay. Nice and balanced. I love this. I think that this is a marvelous pose of some sort, because it's so different than what we're so used to, and you and maybe let go for just a moment, because you really have to think about, whoa, that balance, right? And just hold it there if you can, and then come on back around and just pause. Okay, and now let's do the other foot. Has got to come forward, because, you know, we want to make sure that we are centered and balanced, okay? So feel the bottoms of your feet, and then when you're ready, here we go. We're doing the nice tightrope. Yep, you have to move all around. It's really good because it feels like this is good because you're working the sides of your feet, because we walk on different terrains, so we want all those muscles to be working really well. Okay, let's do hamstrings. Okay, behind chair. Okay, bend your leg, one leg. Okay, hold it up. Maybe let go for a second. Come on back down. And then bend the other leg. Hold it up there, flexing the foot. You can feel that all the way up and down the back of your bent leg, right? And the standing leg. All right, now we get to do clap, clap. I'm going to freak out my animals a little bit. So stand up, clap. Come on back down. Okay, other side. Ready? You're going to come up, clap. Bring your hands down. 2 claps this time. You ready? So come on up, clap, clap. I'm trying to get you to think about it. You can do it fast, clap. Okay, other side, clap, clap, right? Grab your back here. Remember, your chair is always here. 3 claps. Ready? Clap, clap, clap. Come on back down. Other side. Clap, clap, clap. Come on down. Excellent work. Okay. You ready for tree? So bring a leg up. Doesn't matter which one. You can bring it out to the side. You can do the toe thing. it's interesting when you open it up because you'll feel all kinds of different sensations going along that standing thigh. You can bring it to your calf, okay? And when you bring it to your calf, don't try and jam it in there, okay? It's kind of an idea of where you're pushing the calf into the foot, because the foot could easily knock out that calf, right? So there is a little bit of a push there. And certainly if you want to let go, you can let go. You can bring your arms up if you want. You can bring one arm up if you want. And the best cue ever in any of these balancing poses, stare at something that's not moving. Okay, hold yourself up. All right. And then come on forward and down. Okay. Other side, if you want to move it around. I'm not going to do it today, okay? So bring the leg up, maybe move it out to the side, and automatically your hip is going to start going like that. So bring it back in, right? You're bringing it back in, making it brace. If you want to bring that bottom of the foot there, that's cool too. Maybe bring your hands into prayer. You can even put your hands on your hips. You can keep one hand on your chair. It's all good. Whatever you want to do. And then come on back down. Down. All right. Okay. Let's do some downward dogs and some lunges. Okay. Move this out of the way so you can see me. Okay. Back of the chair, or some of you I know like using the sit part. Okay. So here we are on the back of the chair. So let's come up, inhale, and then exhale and just fold forward, okay? Just fold forward on the chair. So are you noticing that you're rounding like this? Can you kind of maybe bring the shoulder blades up, back, and down your back, okay? And then come on back up, okay? So root your feet. So inhale up, and then exhale, just fold forward. You don't have to come all the way down, but just come down a little bit and use your arms to push up. So we're getting a little bit of workout with with our arms. And then exhale, come on down. So you're holding on. Hopefully you have a steady chair. And then come on up. And then one more time, come on down. Okay, so your elbows are not out. They're kind of in down by your sides. Okay, and then walk your feet back. And now we're in downward dog. Okay, and this is a nice stretch all the way back, up and down your back. So take a nice big inhale and exhale. Yeah. Okay. Walk forward again, okay, coming up, okay, and then stand up. All right, let's take the right foot back, okay, so bending the front knee, making sure it's right over the ankle. It's not going way forward. It's not going way back. The back foot, you can't see it here. Move that out of the way. The back foot can be either way, so you can be up on your toes, or if you need to move it down, that's all right too. And you can move it back or as far as you want or not. But no matter what you do, I really want you to feel like you're using those legs, especially the bent leg, rooting it into the floor, okay? Getting nice and strong in these lunges. We're also getting a nice stretch again in that hip flexor that we all need. You can bring an arm up. You can bring another arm up, okay? You can bring one arm down or whatever. But do you notice? And the back foot is also really working, okay? Definitely the front knee is there, but hold it up there as much as you can. And then come on down and then bring the foot back in and just pause and notice how that bent leg has really gotten nice and strong. Okay, bring it back. Okay, bend the knee, the front knee, Do what you want to do with the back foot, what works for you, okay? Make sure you have the chair available. You can bring an arm up, maybe bring the other arm up, but really feel that quadricep, that bent knee is really working, okay? Holding your arms up if or not, if this is your class, okay? And then come on back down and step one foot after the other. How do you feel? I wanted to do another one. Oh, I don't have time. Okay, let's come around to your chair. So remember, when you sit down, sure, I know you may want to have a walk or whatever, but we really want to work on these quadriceps, right? We really want to have these things nice and strong for the rest of our life, okay? So here we are. We're going to slowly come on down to your chair, okay? Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Can we do one more kind of cardio? It is summertime right now. I don't know when this video will be watched by somebody else, so we're going to go swimming, okay? So let's do a nice breaststroke, okay? Starting with a nice breaststroke, moving everything around again. All right. I was wondering when the cat was going to come out and play, okay? And then come on down. Okay, let's do a nice freestyle. Just moving around, just getting that upper body going again. Oh yeah, that feels so good moving around. And then let's go backwards into our backstroke. Yep, all the way down and around. And then come on back down and pause. Okay, I'm going to move back. Let's get our hamstring stretch. So just lengthen one leg out. And then if you can, again, from the hips, fold forward. Come on, Terry, you going to come and say hi? Too hot. I got a hot cat on the floor. And do you feel the stretch? So your foot is flexed. You'll feel that nice and stretch. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And then come on back in. Notice how that leg that you just stretched felt, okay? Now the other side, okay? Flex the foot, and if you want to, you can fold forward a little bit. Feeling a good stretch all the way up. By the way, did anybody get last week's finger challenge? And then come on back up. I still can't do it. Okay, come on back up. I think that's a fun one. Okay, let's do side stretch. So grab one side, reach the arm up, stretch. Ooh. All the way up and over, feeling that whole side. Gosh, we need to get those stretched out, huh? Pushing that hip down a little bit. And then come on up. And then the other side. Arch it over. Inhale. And exhale. And then come on up. Okay, let's roll our shoulders around. One more time, just so we release any tension. And then roll around the other way. All right, and then come back to stillness. Okay, so now I move back on my chair. You certainly can, but keep your posture. And just for a moment, and let's just take a moment to come back to our breath, just like we started at the beginning. You maybe want to close your eyes into our nice seated Shavasana pose, which is probably the most important pose. And if you want to, if you can't focus on your breath, sometimes counting helps. So inhale, let's say 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're going down to your belly. And then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the 4 again. Inhale, 4. And exhale, 5. Now do one on your own. You can stay here and continue your breath, which I can't say enough about how it eases the nervous system and calms everything down. And if not, you can bring your hands together. Inhale compassion to yourself. And exhale compassion to the world. I really enjoyed doing this chair yoga with you. I hopefully will continue. If you want to reach out and maybe do some other stuff with me, please go through the Senior Center. They know how to reach me. I like to keep you moving and feeling good. So please stay well, and looking forward to seeing you again. Maybe in person someday. Okay, bye.